All right, we are at the interview table at the College Gridiron Showcase, and next up is J Ouellette from, wow, you just said it, and Ohio. Yeah, Ohio. How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Obviously not the Ohio State, but, pretty good. What's it like going to a school with a school like that? Is it kind of like being in their shadow, or, football's football?
Yeah, I mean, football's football, but when I've talked to some kids here, and they ask you, where you played at, and you say Ohio University, and then they're like, oh, dude, how was Urban Meyer? And you're like, I don't know, but, Frank Solich is pretty sweet.
It's not that Ohio. It's
Yeah.
a different Ohio. There's a couple. But
Yeah.
So what brought you to CGS?
I got a call. We had a connection with Jose, being from Nebraska, and Frank Solich, our head coach down there, coached at Nebraska and played at Nebraska and stuff. So there was a connection there, and they asked me if I wanted to play football. And, any chance you can put on pads and a helmet, I'm going to take that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, relationships and connections, obviously very important in almost every aspect of life. But here, when you're trying to take advantage of every opportunity, relationships can definitely help. So you had a connection. It led you here. It's right after the new year. Bowl season just wrapped up, and you're looking ahead to pro days, probably workouts, combine, and then, cross your fingers, the draft, right?
Yeah.
You guys have had some seminars. Guys have talked to you, told you about what life is like after college ball. How is that knowledge received? A lot of you guys have heard it before to an extent, but some of you guys are just like, you can never hear it enough.
Yeah, for sure. You always learn at least one thing when you hear those seminars. Even if it's the same seminar, you pick up something new every time. But you don't really process that you don't make as much money as you think you're going to if you get picked up. So it's good to hear that, and they teach you how to finance your money pretty well here.
And for you, what position are you?
A running back.
Running back? You feel like they might turn you fullback?
I played a little fullback today because our fullbacks went down, but I think I'll stick to running back, and I'm good to go in there for a two-back set and help out the other running backs. And then for sure, I'm a special teams guy. So
it sounds like you've got a few different avenues the team could definitely utilize you with. Now, running back, of course, a special position, important position, because you guys can pick up blocks. You guys can be, playmakers, game changers, and then, of course, versatile by being out there for kick returns. But also, there's different running backs. There's the north and south. There's the east and west. There's the patient kind of pick your spot. There's the plow through. And then, of course, you've got the guys that are, downs 1 and 2 and third down. What are you?
I'm pretty much a balanced back. I can do all 3 downs. I'm a great runner in between the tackles. We ran a lot of option at Ohio, so I'm pretty good on the perimeter as well. Excellent in pass protection, and I believe I have pretty good hands. And I think I showed that off a little bit here the last 2 days. So I think I fit in pretty much any down.
Was there a time where you had to run it all 3 downs?
Yeah. At Ohio, we go by series. So, if your series is 15 straight plays, you're in there 15 straight plays.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I couldn't imagine. That's got to be mind-blowing.
Yeah.
So for the workouts and then, of course, the interviews, how have those been going for you?
Good. Practice is always fun. Anytime you can go out there and play football.
And hit somebody, right?
Yeah, that's right. But the interviews were cool. Not knowing what to expect, you're a little nervous going in there, but the scouts here, they're friendly, they're cool, they're down to earth. And
I got that vibe from them, too.
Yeah,
I hear that.
They get straight to business, but, they're not going to make you too embarrassed and stuff. But.
Now, I imagine because they have the roster, there wasn't anybody calling you in. You come sit down, and they're like, oh, J Ouellette from Ohio. Like, they know which Ohio you were from, right? So they just called you in, got down to business, tell us something about yourself. Was there any odd questions that you got asked that you weren't expecting?
One question that stood out to me was the scout goes, okay, so we draft you. And
you're like, really?
Yeah, I was getting all excited. He goes, all right, so let's say we draft you, and then we cut you before the season. He said, why did we cut you? I'm like, dang. If I get drafted, I'm making the team for sure.
So you're like, you didn't.
That's what I told him. Yeah, I said, no, I'm gonna make the team, but just for your scenario, if I have to get cut, it's because of probably a career-ending injury or something that is not in your control.
Smart answer, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably would have said, probably some political BS, but you want to play it smart, you want to be professional. But yeah, my answer would have been like, I don't. Just straight face, no, haha, just. Which I feel like you could probably pull off pretty well. You got a very good beard, a little intimidating. But
I appreciate that.
So, were you part of the goal line stand in the end of the day practice?
I was. So I was the second practice, and
that one was nuts, man.
Yeah. It came down to basically a couple inches if we were in and out. There was a dog pile. Coaches just trying to get to the bottom of it, see where the ball is.
Were you at the bottom of that? Was that you?
No, I was a fullback the play before that.
Oh,
we scored on that play. So
okay.
I'd like to say I helped out with the victory.
So it's 1-1, and it's coming down to this. All right, so you did your part. Because I heard the offense won, but there was defensive guys that's like, no, man, he didn't get in.
Yeah.
But of course, that's defense for you.
Always.
You a trash talker at all?
Not too much. Most of my trash talk is just telling the guy to check out the scoreboard a little bit.
Because there's guys that I heard loud and proud today, and then they sit right where you are, no more than 4 feet away from me, and they're like, hey, man. Like, oh, I'm good. It's like, do I have the wrong person? Like, are you somebody? Where'd you go? So it's good to see you guys out there. I really do enjoy watching you guys put in the work. I'm hoping the best for you, because I think that you guys see this as an opportunity, and I don't care if it's first of the year, end of the year. If I can do something extra and put myself out there and get a little bit better and get to know a few more people, then that's helping steer my life in the right career path. So I think you guys coming here, whether or not you go as an undrafted free agent, just remember that Adam Thielen was one of those too. And look at the season he had with the Vikings. I mean, that's got to be – is there a story like that you're particularly fond of, or did you just have favorites because they had running styles like yours and you were just like, I want to be like that guy, but better?
Growing up, I loved watching Frank Gore.
Oh, my man.
Yeah, so, someone that can be that consistent year in and year out and just –
Dude, he's Mr. 1000.
Yeah.
Like clockwork, man.
Yep.
And I'm a Niners fan, so for him to be the best rusher on a team known for its West Coast offense where you just air it out, that really meant something. And I hated to see him leave, but I'm so glad that, for a guy running that hard and was at an age where some people might be like, well, we have a spot behind our new guy, but for him to continue to put up the yards and be that consistent, that's something. So that's a tough bar right there, I'll tell you that right now. But hey, hopefully you can do it, man. I really appreciate your time. It's been a pleasure.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot. Yeah, I appreciate it.
So good luck. If you've got more interviews, crush them. But otherwise, leave it all out on the field tomorrow.
All right. Thank you.
All right, man. Take care.